Hey, how's it going, everyone? Wicked Sports Data back again. I'm your host, Zach. I just wanted to kind of give you a little behind the scenes look at how I kind of run things with ChatGPT. As you know, if you've done any coding using ChatGPT or analysis, if you're using kind of a lower end computer, it can be a little annoying to work with. It can be slow, laggy, crashing all the time. So I just want to do a little behind the scenes look at what I do and what I use for my system. So, standard using operating Windows 11, as you can see here. Uh, I have more of a computer built for gaming and whatnot. So I'm using NVIDIA to just kind of show off the basics of my rig. I'm using two 16 gigabyte sticks of RAMs for a total 32 gigabytes of RAM, which really helps with the processing for ChatGPT. With a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Super GPU. So not super impressive GPU, but it gets the job done for what I want it to do. And also, I just want to give a little update. So I am nearing the end of my semester with school. So that means I'm kind of not ending the project, but the part of where this is for my capstone project for school is kind of coming to an end. As you know, I'm trying to build that Trade Me program, and where I last left off, I kind of started having some stats built and all of that. And I just want to give another update with this behind the scenes. I did some extra coding off camera. Got a little too ambitious, asking a little too much of ChatGPT. I wanted to try to get a score tracker going, and it started messing up the whatchamacallit, the CSV file that had all the stats, and it was misinterpreting it. So right now I'm at a point where it's not really working the best. So I have, the batch file. I want to try run it. It's crashing a lot right now. It's I want to try to do a little bit more with it. But as I said, I'm getting to the end of my semester, and it will be harder for me to kind of keep you guys updated as I start like a full-time job and all that kind of stuff. But I'll try my best to kind of keep this as like a passion project going, because I really think this could be something cool. Um, why not? We'll do a little work here tonight on this video. I tend to just kind of improvise as I record these. I don't run off a script or anything like that. I just kind of get what comes to mind and try to go with the flow as it is. So yeah. So let's see. We're gonna open Notepad here. So I had to start a new line of code here to just get it working again. So I'm gonna paste what I have here. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this running. Yeah, we're getting a lot of syntax errors. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. I think with my chat right now, it is getting a little slow with how much I've been putting into this one line of chat, which is the thing with ChatGPT, is that its memory is very short. And the difficult thing is that I want to keep going because it has the memory of what I want it to do. And the thing with starting a new line is that it slows down. As you can see here, it's kind of slowing down right now. Just because of the amount of traffic and memory that I have stored in this line of chat is a little difficult. I'm I'm thinking I need to, yeah, it's crashing on me right now. I'm thinking I need to start kind of from scratch. You feel me? That means that I have to do a lot of deleting everything that I have right now. Yeah. Crashed. So that's where I'm kind of at with the project right now. It's not in the best shape right now. I did have a really cool setup going. It was like I could scroll over the players. Their actual pictures for the headshots were showing up too. So if you remember in the last video, I had those like gray outlines for the headshots, and they weren't really much of anything. But I had the actual pictures showing up. The player cards were kind of color coded, but I needed to pull another API file that ran and collected the data and put it into another file. But I couldn't find that file that stored their actual per game averages. It was a little difficult, and it ended up messing up the whole thing. So hopefully the next time I get to you, I'd be graduated. So fingers crossed. Just kidding. I think I'm confident graduating. And that we'll have a little bit of a better update of what we got. It's just not in the best shape right now. I'm just hoping that I can do a little more work on it when I have some free time. I'll have a little more free time now that I won't be going to school consistently, so I can do a little work on it. But plan is to probably start a new line of code or new chat line with ChatGPT. Most likely try to keep this code going. I want to keep this API for the headshots because this is pretty good right here. I gotta start this as well. This is the file that was supposed to get the code for the per game averages. API web scraper, obviously, and yeah, this as well. But we'll get there eventually, and I'm confident that if I put a little more work in, we can get there. But as far as this capstone project, I'd like to thank my professor for the class for his guidance and allow me to not recognizing that this project I have in mind is very daunting, and that doing a YouTube channel could really help me make that the project instead of the main thing, but also just kind of showcase what I want to do and just get it out to the world, because I think it could be a really cool thing. Especially kind of showing off the power of ChatGPT, because ChatGPT can really do a lot. Like a lot of people are scared of AI and all that. But for people that are just trying to learn how to do something, like me, like I was trying to learn programming, I kind of understand what the processes are. No, I'm not fully understanding what each line of code does. Like I'm not understanding what this is, and the syntax and the grammar of how to talk to a machine on what to do. And I think eventually we can get to a point where it's used so much like AI, and it just helps enhances people's work, and it won't, I don't think it'll ever take away creativity or anything like that, but I do think it can help provide an outlet for people that are creative when they're lacking a certain talent. Other aspects, like me, I have this vision, but I don't know how to program. How can I make this vision come true? And as you could see in some of the episodes, I had something working. I had an application working. And it takes time, it takes a lot of learning, and I think we can get there eventually. But that is it for me today with this episode. That ends my capstone project portion of the YouTube channel. If I record more and upload more, that'll be more of a personal project and just passion project for me. And I hope to see some of you come along the ride with me. And I appreciate everything my professors helped me with. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for listening to Wicked Sports Data. I'll see you next time.